My name is Stephen Douglas. I'm a towboat captain, pilot by trade, and I'm paid by trade by moving agricultural products in and out of the Missouri Valley on the Missouri River. Corn, soybean export, and fertilizer imports to this Missouri Valley. During the navigation season on the Missouri River, it's not uncommon to work 28, 14 days. So it's 28 on, 14 off. When I get up in the morning, get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, the sun's breaking the horizon. I get to see some beautiful sunrises, and then come back on watch at 6 p.m. I see some beautiful sunsets. I just, I get up here and watch the river, watch the flow of the current, and just the power of this mighty river. It's amazing to see, how powerful this thing is. Been employed on the inland waterways about 30 years almost. Been in the pilot house since the mid-1990s. So far in my career, I've never had a period of time where I had to miss a lot of work. In the early 80s, after the Carter grain embargo of 1979, a lot of boats were idled, and so a lot of people had to go do lesser jobs and go to factories and go to truck driving and leave the industry. I didn't start until '89, so I missed out on all that. But when I started on the river, all those stories were still fresh in everybody's mind. And right now, we're moving a tow about 600 feet long by 70 foot wide and a 9-foot draft. We have about 6,000 tons of fertilizer in front of us. It's about 1,500 tons of barge, about the equivalent of a 120-car train. So we move a lot of product at one time up the Missouri River. The biggest export is the soybean. Probably about 60% of the soybeans grown in the U.S. are exported through the Mississippi River and tributaries to the Gulf of Mexico to other countries. That's exported out of the Missouri Valley. We'll go down the Mississippi River. Some of it will go to Asia via the Panama Canal. There's been a big expansion of the Panama Canal. We can carry a lot more tonnage across through the Panama. So there's a lot of it going that direction, and there's a lot of it goes to European countries. So they go all the way across the Atlantic Ocean to European countries for export. And that a lot depends on the markets, where it's going to go. Right now we've had some tariffs and trade embargoes, so we're not exporting a whole lot of grain at the moment. On normal years, we would export a lot to the Gulf. It'd be loaded on ships in New Orleans area, from Baton Rouge to New Orleans. There's used to be a lot more grain elevators up and down the river that had transloading facilities where we receive fertilizer and load grain. Now we're down to just a handful of grain elevators and fertilizer facilities on the Missouri River, and so we've got a lot of infrastructure that's went down on this river through the years. We need new infrastructure. We need new grain elevators and offloading facilities because a lot of the stuff's old and outdated. But I'm glad to still be up here moving this product on this river. It's like I said a while ago, it kind of means something to me. I'm bringing it to the farmers up here. My name is Stephen Douglas, and I'm paid by trade.